A lot of people ask me, John, what should I do if I'm just starting off in business right now? Well, there's three things that I highly recommend that you do if you're starting off in business. The first one is you want to make sure whether that business you're going into is even a profitable business. So there are so many different things you can do online. You can do research on forums. One of the things that I did before I started doing any business is to make sure that I go to forums, I find out what people want, I find out what their biggest challenges are, I find out, what's really their pain points, because ultimately that's what business is. Business is to find something that's already working or not working, and then you're the bridge in between where you find that problem and then you give them that solution. So you want to go out and do a lot of research when it comes to finding out that actual solution itself. So once we've created that, then the second thing we want to do is we want to go out, we want to create an MVP. So MVP stands for a minimum viable product. So we want to create a smaller version of what that thing is, and then we want to try and sell it. So if you look at Microsoft, if you've ever used Microsoft Word, one of the main functions you probably use bold, underline, space, enter. You might use different paragraphs, bullet points, but there's so many features in Microsoft Word in order for it to be the type of software it is. If you imagine Microsoft trying created the whole thing before they launched it, guess what? They probably wouldn't be here right now. So they got a little bit right, they launched it, got a lot of traction, and then they created a little bit more, and then launched it again, they got a little bit more traction. So you got to start thinking about, like, what's the main thing right now that everyone is looking for, but you want to create a small version of it and then see if it takes off. Because when you do this, you will decide whether, okay, is it getting traction? Is it not getting traction? Is it taking off like without me putting any effort in, or do I have to work really hard to get it off the ground? A lot of people say, well, John, if I'm starting off, if I've got all these things I want to do, like, what should I do? I say, well, try all of it and see what sticks and see what has the most growth without the resistance. And that's what you're looking for when you create that MVP. The last thing you want to do is spend 6 or 7 months creating something and try and sell it, and then only to find that nobody wants it. So this is what we want to do. We want to be really careful when it comes to creating that MVP, because we want to know if that market's going to take off and that product that we put into that market will actually monetize. And that comes to the third part. So the third part, number 3, what I would do is I would start focusing on trying to sell it. So you want to sell that thing before it exists. Why? Because if you get no one that buys it, what does it tell you? It tells you that there is no demand for it. All right, or maybe that way of selling it is not working. Maybe you want to try a different angle. But then a lot of people say, well, John, what happens if someone does buy it? Then what do I do? Don't worry, right? If someone buys it, you can always say, look, it's not available right now, or you can say it's sold out, or you can say, it's available on this day, and then you can just give them a refund. I would always say, when you're starting off in business, if you sell something and you get lots of people buying it, what does that tell you? It tells you that there's a big demand for it. So these are some of the things that I really want you to start thinking about when it comes to creating that business. And if you're starting off, and literally maybe some of you are like, well, John, I'm working in the job right now, I want to start this on the side. Is this what I should do? I'd highly recommend find a profitable niche, create the MVP product, and make sure you sell it before you actually create it. I had a friend who created this product and he's so passionate about it, and he spent months and months and months on this and spending a lot of money creating it, only to find out that nobody wanted it. And so this is why you want to sell it before you create it. So I hope you found these 3 tips really useful, and if you loved it, by the way, do me a favor and hit the like, subscribe button, and make sure you leave a comment below of which one of these 3 that you're going to do, or what business that you're looking to start out. Leave a comment below and I'll personally come in and interact with you and give you a few pointers in the comment section as well. All right, so I hope you found this useful. It's John Lee, the author of Business Hack. Bye for now.